Hello YouTube, this is Stefan from Rip City Baseworks, and this video will show you how to flash Android 7.1.2 Nougat on the Samsung Galaxy S2 i727, also known as the Skyrocket. And as per usual, download and extract all the files I've linked in the description. And then once that is done, you're going to want to boot the Skyrocket into Odin or download mode. So to do that, you're going to want to hold the volume up button, volume down button at the same time, and then plug in the USB cable. Okay, and just hit volume up to continue. And the first thing we're going to do is flash the latest firmware and modem, so the official firmware and modem. So this is so that to troubleshooting issues and just to make sure you start the same step I do. So let's launch Odin 307, give it administrative privileges, and then you're going to want to load in the firmware file from the i727 folder. And it's keys home, then the firmware name. Then you just have to wait for it to check the MD5 hash. Okay, and now just start, and this should take about 10 to 20 minutes. Okay, and once that's done, you're going to want to wait for the phone to reboot. And you're going to want to go into USB mass storage mode, so plug in a USB cable. And turn on USB storage. Okay, now we're going to be copying over the TWRP standard recovery. So this will allow us to begin the process of repartitioning the device so that we can install Nougat. And if I didn't mention before, this will erase everything on your phone, so if you have any photos or anything on it, you're going to want to back them up. Music, anything like that, just back it up. Or if you don't want it, just it will be deleted. So you're going to want to copy over the file TWRP 2.0 for the Skyrocket, obviously, and just copy it somewhere into the internal storage. Doesn't matter where. I'm just putting it in download folder for convenience. Okay, and now you're going to want to power off the phone again. And open Odin once again. And you're going to want to load up the Odin flashable TWRP recovery. And just power off and go back into download mode. So again, you need to hold the volume up and volume down keys at the same time and insert the USB cable. And then just volume up to continue. Okay, and then assuming you have the file already loaded in Odin, just start. And this should be a lot shorter than the previous stock firmware flashing. Then you're going to want to unplug the USB cable immediately and remove the battery. This is so that the stock firmware doesn't overwrite the recovery. And you need to boot into recovery mode. And this is hold the volume up, volume down, and power key all at the same time. And then release them once the Samsung logo appears. Okay, and now we need to factory reset, of course. And then we need to flash the latest official TWRP for for this device. So it's just the 2.02 or whatever number it was. And now we're just rebooting to recovery. And in the background, I'm just going into the i727 folder. And now I'm opening up platform tools, and we're going to have to copy some files in here in a little bit. So you're going to want to go to advanced options and select the internal SD card and change it to ext4. Now you're going to want to do a factory reset after that. And that is the prep for the virtual repartition. So now we need to use ADB sideload to flash the virtual repartition TWRP. So make sure you have a USB cable inserted. And you're going to want to make sure you have the TWRP 3.02, the virtual repartition one, in the platform tools folder. And you're going to copy that directory, CD, and then paste the directory. And then you're going to want to do ADB sideload, and then the file name. And make sure to add .zip at the end. Okay, now you're going to want to reboot to recovery and make sure to hit do not install. And it should boot into the virtual repartition TWRP. So swipe to allow modifications. And in the background, I'm just moving the ROM files into the platform tools folder. And you're going to want, this is very important, mount, uncheck data and then recheck data. And the virtual repartition is complete. Just factory reset one last time. Okay, and now you're ready to flash the ROM and GApps. So make sure you have the Open GApps 7.1 Nano and the LineageOS 14.1 in the platform tools folder. And you're going to go back to the command window. And then copy the file name, ADB sideload, file name .zip. And once you're in ADB sideload for TWRP, you can go ahead and flash it. Okay, now we just have GApps left. So again, ADB sideload, and just choose the GApps file this time. Just copy the name, and I'll also put the commands in the description as usual. And this takes a decent amount of time, probably around 10 minutes each. Okay, and once that's done, you are ready to reboot the system. This comes pre-rooted. I believe it does support Magisk, but I have not tested it, so do that at your own risk. And it takes a long time to boot also. And here we go. Just verifying that this is indeed 7.1.2 Nougat. And there we go. And I'm also going to show you how to enable root. So you want to go to the build number, tap it 5 times to enable developer options. And the root enable is a tab inside here. And you have all those options. And that's about it.